A woman will knowingly ruin your life if it benefits her. One thing that men must understand is that women love opportunistically. They're looking at your propensity to provide. It is in her core to look for stability. It is in her core to look for a substance, and she will seek to achieve that at all costs. In regards to the title, she'll knowingly ruin your life if it benefits her. A lot of times, you men that are on your purpose and you're on your grind and you have a clear goal that you're attacking relentlessly, there are also women that you'll meet along the way who have made a complete mess of their life, and they understand that you are a different caliber of man that they're used to, and that is where you'll get sayings like "you're too good for me" or "you're too nice." But these same women who have made a mess of their lives, they have no problem stopping you on your way up in order to latch onto you. They have no problem becoming a weight or an anchor in your life if it serves a short-term or even a long-term purpose. Make sure she doesn't take away from the value that you're adding to yourself. If she's going to be on your team, if she's going to be interacting with you, you have to make sure that she adds value to your life. Basically, she has to be a certain fuel in your life. But unfortunately, a lot of the women that you're going to meet on your way up are not going to be a fuel in your life. They're going to be an anchor. When you're pouring gas in your tank, she's going to be sitting there at the bottom of your tank poking holes in it. She's going to be a dead weight in your life. And a lot of women will know that they're holding you back. Most women will know for a fact you could do better than her, but she'll never tell you that. They know that they are in a spot that another woman deserves, but they'll never tell you that. It's up to you to decide that. It's up to you to decipher that and really vet her past and determine whether or not she deserves your commitment, which is why your commitment should be very valuable. You should not be committing to women easily. That doesn't make you a diva or sassy or any of these other things that women try to shame men for having standards about. You should be very careful and heavily scrutinize the women that are coming into your frame. I'll give you an example. You haven't fully gotten into your career yet. You may not even be done with school. You haven't really figured out life, but you meet this girl and let's say she's a single mom. Because it adds more complication to your life than necessary, right? You're gonna hear girls kind of blow smoke and say, oh, well, it's not really, you're not gonna be taking care of the kid or whatever. But the reality is, if you're dealing with a girl, 9 times out of 10, her child's gonna come first. And so you will bear some burden of that. You do not need to add complications to your life when you're on a development stage in life. I'm 28, right? Most 28 women that I have seen, 9 times out of 10, they have a child by another man already. 9 times out of 10, they have some level of baggage, right? All these different problems that are coming in. Why would I, as a 28-year-old man, then invite these women into my life who have made these decisions? Why would I bring them into an environment to where I am still cultivating my own environment? A lot of times women, when they've made a bad mistake, when they need help, they'll find you on your way up and then they'll sink their claws in you. Oh, there's one, let me grab him up. They'll go for the guy who never got attention from the girls. They'll go for the guy who was always the nerd, always bullied. They'll go for that guy because they know he's an easy target. He doesn't understand the different nuances between men and women. He doesn't understand women's dating strategy in a sexually liberated society. They know that you're basically a square. You don't have any knowledge. You don't know how to navigate. And so now, instead of you applying every resource you possibly can towards a particular goal, you're sitting there trying to make something work, and now they're thinking about marriage and they're thinking about how they can better have access to their resources, right? When you haven't even grown yet. They're trying to pick the fruit off the tree that isn't even grown yet. The fruit isn't even ripe and they're already picking it. That is how you should view women who have made a mess of their lives and now they're trying to enter into a relationship with you. I don't want to say you have to be a loner or whatever, but you have to understand how to be alone, right? So when you cultivate that, you're not out here needy and looking and longing for a relationship with a woman. Because those are the guys who get victimized because you don't do your due diligence and actually vetting who this woman is. And then when she uses you and uses you and uses you and she no longer has a use for you, she'll discard you. And now you wasted years upon years in a relationship that you had no business in. You wasted valuable time, valuable resources when you could have reached your goal earlier. Women will knowingly ruin your life if you allow them to.